the U.S. Geological Survey upgraded the quake, from what we understand, to 8.9 from 7.9. Now, what we're seeing are images of the aftermath of the earthquake. A lot of fire going around in that area as well. Buildings on fire. So, really quite a bit of devastation going on there, and that's only just one part of it. Japan's meteorological agency warned that a tsunami as high as 6 meters could strike the coast near Miyagi Prefecture, closest to the epicenter. Now, the agency said the quake struck at a depth of about 10 kilometers, and what we're seeing now is basically the tsunami actually bringing in a whole lot of debris, including cars and everything else, wiping away everything in its path. Buildings obviously being ruptured, and of course, we don't know what the casualties are at this point. Now, the agency said the quake struck at a depth of about 10 kilometers. Several earthquakes have hit the region in recent days. Now, let's not forget the earthquake that happened on Wednesday, and that was a 7.3 magnitude earthquake, not too far off, too. Now, in the face of the quake, Japan has issued its top tsunami warning Friday, with reports of numerous injuries and ships being washed ashore by waves. As you can see from the images here, ships, cars, everything, poles, everything in its path just being blown away by the water. Now, on top of that as well, numerous injuries are reported by police in Japan's Miyagi Prefecture, and there were reports of scores of cars floating in Iwate Prefecture harbor. Now, the meteorological agency issued its top level evacuation alerts for the entire Japanese coast, and for good reason, of course. You can see buildings pretty much in the background burning as a result of the earthquake. Now, the Pacific Tsunami Warning Center said a tsunami warning was also issued for Russia and the Mariana Islands. Now, at this point, we don't really know whether those areas have been affected or not, but if they do, we will definitely update you as those updates come in. Now, officials have not yet been able to provide details on the damage, as I said earlier, but yeah, as you can see, that's a pretty nasty tsunami going on over there. Bringing a whole lot of debris with it. Not much chance for survival if one is caught in that. Now, the quake struck about 328 kilometers northeast of Tokyo. Now, I'm made to understand that this happened around the Sendai area. The smoke could be seen rising from a building in Tokyo port. Now, the aftershocks that have occurred, there has been only one aftershock at this point, and it was a 7.5 magnitude earthquake, which was around the same area as well. Now, here's an update for you. Now, the Philippine Institute of Volcanology and Seismology is advising residents near the East Coast to evacuate to higher grounds as a tsunami will hit the Philippines. Now, this is an update for you. Higher grounds as a tsunami will hit the Philippines at around 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. local Philippines time, according to a report by the Xinhua news agency in China. Now, the Institute has already raised the tsunami alert to level 2, which means mandatory evacuation in eastern coastal areas. Now, local media, ABS-CBN News, said police are already going around schools in Batanes in northern Philippines, telling school children and teachers to go to higher grounds. So we'll definitely want to stay tuned for that and watch out for the developments over in the Philippines. Now, the Institute also said the tsunami is expected. Now, the tsunami is already on its way, so the tsunami is expected to hit the Philippines around 1 meter or less in height, although history has obviously shown us that, a small tsunami can turn out to be a big one at the end of it. So definitely want to be very careful in dealing with tsunamis in any particular way, although the succeeding waves may be bigger, as they once stated. Now, the warning came following an 8.9 magnitude quake. Now, this is a result of the 8.9 magnitude earthquake that hit Japan. Now, the director of the Institute, Renato Solidum, said in a nationwide radio broadcast that water movement has been monitored. All right, now the warning has been issued in over 19 provinces located east of the Philippines due to the Japan quake. So we're definitely going to be staying tuned for that particular development as it comes along. So smoke could be seen rising from a